Welcome back, guys, to Entre Nos. I'm Evelin, and my co-host is
Alondra.
And today we're recording after this big, crazy weather. How was it for you yesterday? Y'all didn't get like a lot of rain?
No, we didn't get any rain at all.
No?
Mm-mm.
We got a little bit of rain, but
you were at the...
No, I didn't go.
Oh, you weren't? You were home?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't live far from each other.
Yeah, no. Aquí no estaba like crazy. It rained. I think it rained more like overnight.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, Rolling woke up because of the...
Really? Thunderstorm?
Mm-hmm. Like
I slept through it.
Yeah. I would have too, but then I think I felt him wake up.
Oh, okay.
So then I woke up and then I saw and I'm just like, oh shit. But I also knew that in the morning I was going to have to leave to farmer's market. But it got canceled.
Oh, that was Saturday night.
Saturday night to be
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning.
Oh, okay. I thought you said yesterday, like anoche.
Oh, last night? No, I didn't hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. I think last night was fine. I think it was just more like from Saturday night to Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was just like, dang. I did see like some people send emails.
So a lot of people didn't show up to the farmer's market.
Well, it got canceled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then we had Carbach, and I was gonna vend there with my little sister. We were gonna set up there, Mercado Milo, right? And but I was like, no, it's too risky. It's not that it was risky. I just didn't want to have to deal with it, you know.
With the rain. Like,
yeah,
what if
because
it does
hip hop
rain?
got canceled too. So Roland was going to be at hip hop. I was going to be at Carbach, and Milo was going to be with his grandparents. So we were all going to be separated. So then when we found out hip hop got canceled, Roland's like, well, I'll stay with Milo, you know, and we'll go help you set up, and then we'll leave. I was like, okay. But then the weather, I'm so glad I didn't go, because I saw like some business that I follow. They were a vendor at Carbach, and her tent broke because it was raining.
Really windy, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, windy, and it was raining a lot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So yeah, it was just a crazy day yesterday. Like, I mean, I don't really celebrate Cinco de Mayo like that, like where people are like, oh, Cinco de Drinko or whatever, you know?
I saw a lot of people in mass with like Cinco de Mayo clothes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did get Milo a shirt from for Cinco de Mayo because I thought his school was going to do it, but they didn't do anything. So he didn't wear it, you know.
So they don't do the dancing?
No.
Why? It's like all schools do that.
Not really.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like
lame.
Yeah, at that point it's just like, are you gonna do everybody else's special day? Or I mean, really, what is Cinco de Mayo? Like, what is it?
It's an American thing.
It's an American thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see like
it's not a Mexican thing. Mexicans don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo. It's just an American thing.
So what is it then?
I don't know. Look it up. It's probably just like, let's celebrate that all y'all immigrants work for us.
Cinco de Mayo. What is?
Because it's not la Independencia de Mexico.
Yeah, that's in September, right?
The 16th, yeah.
What is Cinco de Mayo? Cinco de Mayo is a holiday that commemorates the Mexican Army's victory over the French Empire at the Battle of Puebla on May 5th. It's often celebrated with parades, parties, traditional food, and music, particularly. Oh my God, I don't even know how to speak. In Mexico and the United States.
Yeah, they don't do that in Mexico.
Yeah, I just think it's a reason to drink. Another, you know, holiday.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like middle school. Yeah, they'll do sometimes. I think if it lands during the day or during the week or whatever, they'll probably dress them up. But this year they did it because it was a Sunday, you know.
Oh, that's true.
And I'm not gonna push it because I'm not Mexican, so I don't really care. Like, it's whatever, you know. And I know
is half Mexican.
He's a half C, yeah. But I also know that Roland doesn't celebrate it like that either.
Yeah.
So it's like, eh. But I know that people do. They like to go drink and all that stuff, right?
For anything, even St. Patrick's Day, I'm like, what? Like,
yeah, I don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day either, but I know we had an event and it was a really good event.
Yeah.
I didn't set up that day.
People go wild.
Yeah, like with the green beer. Have you ever had it? Mm-mm. Yeah, no, me neither. And you know what's funny? Like, I always forget to wear green. And this St. Patrick's Day, I ended up wearing some like green sweats that I had that I didn't even realize.
That it was St. Patrick's Day and you were
that
wearing
it was. I just knew that the event was St. Patrick's Day event.
Yeah.
But it never clicked. Oh, I gotta
Like,
wear
oh,
green.
yeah.
You know. So then when I showed up, I was like, oh shit. I forgot to wear green, you know?
Like, no, I didn't.
I'm like, oh, no, I didn't. I'm wearing pants, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was I mean, if you like drinking, it's cool, right? Like, it's a cool event.
Yeah.
I was there at St. Arnold's because that's where the event was at. And it was pretty fun. I mean, I didn't drink green beer, right?
Yeah.
But I was there working. So it was like, whatever. And Saturday, my sister-in-law had asked me, she's like, because we knew supposedly the weather was supposed to be really, really bad on Sunday. Mm-hmm. And she's like, do you get rainouts?
From work.
And I'm like, well, what do you mean? And she's like, do you always have to go? I'm like, no, that's the thing. I don't never have to go.
Yeah, you don't have to go if you don't want to go.
I'm like, I never have to go. It's just, it's one of those things. It's like, I go to make the money. Mm-hmm. If I don't go to make the money, I'm not going to make the money. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then, but I told her, but it was hard to explain to her. I'm like, it's so hard to explain my job because I don't only have.
None of the things that you do, you have to.
Like, I don't have one job. Like, it's 2 jobs and both are like very different. Like, my attorney's hiring guys. So if y'all are interested in an entry role to be with an attorney, let me know. I can try to get you on an interview, right? But even that, like, I feel like people are like, oh, but you work from home, so can I work from home? And I'm like, no, you have to go to the office. You know what I mean? It's different, you know? So I just feel like Hay
niveles, muchachos. Hay niveles para esto.
No, I feel like I've worked my way into like being able to work with my schedule and still do everything else I have to do. Like right now we're doing a podcast. It's Monday morning, 10 in the morning. Highly blessed and highly thankful, honestly. So with Faith, it's like that. It's just, but I love going because it's just like I get to meet people and I also get to set up and vend, you know, and make my money, you know. Not even it's so weird because sometimes I have to explain to Roland. I'm like, okay, in the morning when we set up, I'm working. I'm not gonna be able to help you, but I'm working. You know, once I finish working, then I can set up and I'm making my own money. Like you know, it's so like sometimes and in my mind I know
dinero que el gobierno no te va a quitar.
Sí. Dinero de Milo, really, because I'm setting up for Mercado Milo. But I was actually thinking, I'm dropping my AI Moss shirt. It's going to be, you remember the Houston shirt?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm dropping.
The white one?
Yeah. I'm dropping that shirt again. Okay. But not in white. I'm dropping it in an orange t-shirt.
Okay, because you're in love with orange right now?
No, I'm not. But a while back when me and Amy were in it together, we ordered different blanks and orange was one of them. And I have the blanks. So then I was like, I used the shirt at Carbach and I got a bunch of compliments on the shirt and they're like, oh my God, like I love it or whatever. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is my brand, you know? And so Roland's like, you need to drop that shirt again. I'm like, I should, right? And he's like, you should drop it in another color. And I'm like, oh, I should do orange, you know? And then he's like, oh yeah, the Astros are playing. Are the Astros still playing?
Yeah, but it's very bad.
Oh, it is? Okay, well, not for the Astros, right? But he's like, it's just a different color, you know? I'm like, that's so true. So he already did the mock-up for me. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to drop it.
Wow, we're finally getting to see AA Mas again.
I know. Finally. Honestly, guys, I'm super happy. You dropped
at the beginning of the month. I mean, of the year.
At the beginning of the year. And then I was supposed to drop in February with Roland.
Yeah.
A collaboration between me and him, which never happened. But it's a lot that's happened that we don't talk about on the podcast, right? But we took a big change in March, right? And now he has a little bit more time, and right now he's working on my second design for AA Mas. He already has 3. He has 3 designs for AA Mas. So I'm dropping in May. I'm dropping in June. The second design's already almost done. But the reason was because we're like, okay, if I have my designs, there's no reason not to drop.
Yeah.
Because these designs have been in the back of my mind, but he's just been so busy and never got to them. So then and I told him, I'm like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I feel like
you're setting me back.
No, not even that. It's just, I just felt like I wasn't really giving AI Mas like the time of day. You know, I was like, it's
it was
whatever.
A thought, but it was never like scheduled.
It was never a priority, you know? And then I was just like, I'm really, really at the point where I'm getting like, I want to get rid of it. That's how I was feeling, like, because I really was excited for it. The drop for I dropped at the end of the year and my birthday.
Yeah.
The Always Feeling Good is when I dropped, right? And then I'm like, it was really good, and I was ready to drop again. But then I just feel like I never put it as a priority, And I told Roland, I think I want to stick to it being like a brand.
Yeah.
Like not a boutique. I feel like I've always said that I didn't want it to be a boutique. But then I tried the everydays, which I loved, But that everydays road takes me into a boutique lane, basically. And I really don't want that, So because there's so many boutiques. I see so many boutiques here in Houston or like on social media, and I'm just like, oh my God, I know where she got that, and I know for how much she got that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's not that. And you're trying to tell me that you're gonna charge me 50 more?
Yeah, right. But I mean, it's like that. It's really like resale, right? You just, as long as you brand it right,
under
it should
your
be
name.
Fine. I'm all about, like, if you go to a boutique, I love when boutiques take the time to brand the clothes.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I like it cuando le quitan la marca de the thing that from where they bought it from.
Yeah.
Like, I like that. Because that just shows me, okay, you're really taking your brand seriously.
Now imagine the people who actually make their own clothing.
Oh, girl, I looked into that.
Yeah, like there's this one girl that I really like that she's under the Ironworks.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
She doesn't make her own clothes.
Oh, maybe that's not her. It's somebody else. Because when I went into that store, I was like, dude, everything here is beautiful. Mm-hmm. And she's like, oh, yeah, my sister makes it. It was her sister working there that day.
Oh, yeah, so Ziris.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's this one. Let me show you. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like her clothes, too.
So she don't make it?
She does the bakery, too, right? Casita Bakes?
No, there was no bakery in there.
No. It's a little, ¿cómo se llama? Let me see. This is the brand, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. She don't make it.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Wow, she's a liar, dude.
You probably misunderstood her.
Yeah. So what does she do?
She does the wholesale thing. Like,
it's not her actually making the clothing?
No, girl.
So why she told me, yeah, my sister makes it. Like, her sister made the clothing. And I was like so impressed. I was like, everything here is so beautiful. Mm-hmm. And I was like, this is like kind of cheap for your sister making it,
No, yeah, she posts videos that she goes out and buys the stuff with her sister. Like, I puesto videos, like, they'll go to the Dallas, they have like a fashion thing there, and then they have one in LA. But she does have her Casita Bakes. It's like a bakery, and they do like tres leches and stuff like that. They make that for sure, her and her little sister. But the clothing brand, the boutique, is and she does wholesale.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah. And but yeah, like, I think it's cool, like, in general. But for my brand, AI Mas, I want to stick it to being like a brand, right? So I told Roland, I would love it to be where I'd have some essential pieces there. Like, if I were to ever open up a store, let's just say, like, I want it to be like full of t-shirts, with different graphics for girls. Like, not a streetwear brand, but like just a brand, a t-shirt or something. Que tengan designs that are from me. The same way AI Mas started, which was supposed to be just simple, minimal designs. But obviously there's going to be some that are going to be like out there and some that are not, But I do have the Houston shirt coming back, and it's going to be dropping, which is so funny because that one I designed myself. The Houston one.
Yeah. And you didn't use Roland's brain this time.
No, I the way it works really is like I come up with an idea and then I show it to him and I'm like, this is kind of what I want, and he puts it together.
Will he draw it? Or
yeah, he'll draw it. Yeah. And then the Houston one, though, I looked up the font that I wanted and then I did the whole wording the way it's HOU and then the STON at the bottom and then the AI Mas. But Roland, I sent it to him and he fixed it for me. Okay. Because I just did the copy and paste and all that, right? So he did do that part. But yeah, so I really love that shirt, and I feel like it should be an essential piece in my brand, that Houston one. But yeah, so I'm excited because we are now that, and then when we met, I told him, I'm like, sometimes I feel like I need you to push me for AI Mas the way I push you with your brand, because I need, like,
You need to be reminded of your priorities.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just one of those things like where I'm more than happy to motivate others, but sometimes I need the encouragement or I need just the little push, you know, and I know Roland can give me that little push, like, you know.
Yeah.
So then I told him, I was just like, I don't know, I feel like I just want to get rid of it.
You're not being a partner.
No, I was like, I just feel like I want to get rid of it. Like, I don't feel as excited thinking about AI mas. If anything, I'm like stressing out that I haven't dropped, you know. And then he's like, well, let's sit down and meet and tell me what you have in mind. I'm like, okay. So then we sat down, we met, and then I'm like, oh, this is what I want to do. And then he started giving me feedback, you know, and the feedback is what I needed.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
To feed your brain, to brainstorm, to talk about
to brainstorm, to be creative together, right? And then he did, and it just worked out. So now he has 3 designs he's working on. So hopefully it's May, June, July.
Yeah.
And then we're going to meet again, hopefully this month, to work on the next 3. And it'll just be one of those consistent things, you know. But don't get me wrong, guys. It's taken us like a few years to find the right person to print our shirts.
Yeah.
You know, because I used to do vinyl by myself. And then Amy, when she jumped on, she's like, dang, you do everything like by yourself. And I'm like, yeah, it's a lot of work.
So whatever happened to her?
She started taking some classes. So she kind of took a step back and wanted to focus on that, you know. So then I was like, okay, it's cool, you know. Even though she was only like a part of like one drop, you know. But we used to, that one drop took us 2 months worth meeting. Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah. I think the Houston one came whenever she was on. Oh, no, she wasn't. She was a model for me. But yeah, it took us 2 months to plan the drop that we did together. I forgot which drop we did, but I know it was at the beginning of the year. It always happens like that, you know, like you drop at the beginning, or you want to end strong, or and
you want to start strong and end strong.
Yeah,
they ain't do none during the year.
Exactly. So, and that's what I don't want, you know. But the thing is too, like I feel like Mercado Milo has been my top focus, you know. But I also want to level it out with AI Mas, because AI Mas is me. Mercado Milo is more Milo. Yeah. You know? And Roland's doing Superior. And then we both doing the podcast. So then I was just like, what about my stuff?
Yeah. Like, I think you get so excited over growth that you forget that you were also growing in other areas. But you get so excited about like, oh, we're going to put this out, and then it's growing, and then you're just there on that. Yeah. That you start forgetting about.
Well, Mercado Milo is mainly like my focus. Like Roland's not focusing at all on Mercado Milo. Like I get all the inventory done and everything, right? So, but I just feel like it was so cool to have that and have Milo be involved, you know? Yeah. But I think at this point he's just tired of it.
Milo, he's like, I don't want to go.
He don't want to go to the markets, but just fine, you know, because he's 5. Yeah, he's about to be 6, but he does help put the candies in the bags and stuff like that, or in the boxes. But yeah, so I'm excited because AI Mas is mine. That's like me, you know. So I need to put that back on the top. And I feel like I'm excited for that drop to happen. Even if it's just like, I don't know, I think my goal would be like to sell 5 shirts, because it's not like, how do I expect people to buy when I haven't even posted? You know what I mean? And it's so crazy because I feel like I look back from my first year to now. I mean, I started in 2022, right? And then we're in 2 years later. I look back and I'm just like, oh my God, I used to post so much. Like
a lot.
I used to post questions, and I used to go like and do little videos
stuff,
or whatever. And then I'm just like, I have these ideas. I'm like, I look back and I'm like, okay, I definitely won't do that.
Vergüenza regresar.
I won't do that, but I will do this time, you know. Like the Always Feeling Good video, I love that. Like I just felt like I did step out of my comfort zone, you know, with my own brand, and I just loved it. It was good. I think I sold a good amount of shirts, you know. But yeah. So make sure you know, keep an eye out on AI Mas. If you don't follow, make sure you follow. Hopefully we'll be dropping that shirt either this Friday or
they will be.
We will be either this Friday or next Friday. I'm thinking maybe next Friday, because this Friday is Mother's Day for the Hispanic moms, you know, which would probably be a good, but nah. I think maybe next Friday for sure. Yeah. What do you have there, though?
I know. So Evelin is always working. She's always making money. So what was it on Thursday? She went live.
Oh yeah, I did go live.
And I was the first one to jump in there and
she was the first one.
Una cajita.
Yes.
Yep.
She was able to pick out her candies, guys.
Yes,
honestly,
I was able to convince my husband that these are like $15 worth. Like, you know, we're gonna get our worths out of it. This is very picky on what we spend, but
oh my god.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, it's gonna be like totally worth it.
Yeah, for sure.
And when he was like watching the live with me, so he was like, oh man, that looks good.
So wait, which one are you excited to eat first?
I don't know, to be honest. I think the chips, even though you say they're super spicy, but I'm like,
no, not those. I've never had those.
This one.
Oh yes, that one's a top really seller.
Excited. Yeah,
that one's a chamoy. Like, yeah, that one it's a chamoy mango flavor. And I tried it. My honest review on that one, if I'm being super honest, I feel like it's a little bit too sweet.
Okay.
For my liking.
Yeah.
But if you mix it with something, it might be better, you know?
Yeah.
But maybe because I'm not a big mango girl flavor stuff. My little sister is. My little sister is all mango stuff, yeah. And I'm more sandia.
Yeah.
So I think that's maybe why I felt like it was too sweet. You like it more
tacky.
Yeah, so I'm just like, But it's good. And people love it. Like,
yeah. And then Kike was talking about, oh, yeah, buy it and then we can take it to your sister's because we celebrated her birthday this past weekend. And he's like, okay, you'll buy it and then we'll take it to your parents and we can share. I'm like, heck no, like, you're tripping.
They're going to want to keep everything.
Yeah.
What mazapan did you get?
He likes mazapan, so we got the chocolate
one? Yeah, the chocolate covered one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, cool. Let me know how
he likes it.
Yeah, because
I'm not a mazapan person.
Me neither. So it's hard for me to even like say like, oh, mazapan is good. I just say it's like a peanut butter. It tastes like peanut butter.
Peanut butter powder.
Yeah. So then people are like, oh. I'm like, people just love. I might not like it, but I know people love it. Like it's either one or the other, really, you know. So yeah, so I was just like, but yeah, the live. Why did I don't know.
You took forever. And I was like, let me just I was about to go to sleep already. I was like, let me just go see.
I sold 11 boxes.
Wow.
Yeah. It's 2 hours because I jumped on at 9:05 or something. 9:03.
What is that, like 165 that you made in a night?
In 2 hours.
Period.
Yeah, with Mercado Milo. But it was funny because
crazy.
The only reason is because I'm like, I know I'm about to get a bunch of boxes, which is not a bunch. It was like $25 box. Yeah. I ordered by 25, right? I'm like, let me order. I got some boxes and my suegra had just brought me back all the stuff from Mexico. So then I needed to pay her. She spent, I'm gonna just throw it out there. Like she spent like $360
on candy.
So it was a lot, right? But it was a lot of inventory.
Yeah.
So then I was just like, all right. So I sent her some money. Well, ya se bajó bastante because I did the live. And then I went to I did the live on Thursday.
I wanted the rufles.
You wanted the
No estaban los rufles. You didn't show them.
Oh yeah, I don't have them no more.
That's why I was like, where are the rufles?
I think I might have a bag. I'll check right now before you. Don't let me forget. I think I might have one, but that's probably why I didn't put it because I have the runners too.
I don't know which ones are those.
I know I only have one bag, but I bought that bag from another vendor because I wanted to try them. But so I was like, I'll just sell it because it's whatever, right? But yeah, so I was like, I need to make money to pay my suegra back. But so I did the live and then I did. But if you jump on my lives, I'm thinking about doing it like maybe once a week, you know?
Or every other.
Yeah, or every other week. So it's not overwhelming. But I was like, all right, let me just do the live just to see if my goal was 1 box. I'm like, as long as I get 1 box and 1 follower, we're good. Because
dude, you like so underestimate things.
Me?
Yes.
I know. I don't want to I don't want to
like,
overshoot and then get disappointed because I overshoot.
Overshoot, like
no because then I know me. I know me voy a agüitar, you know. So if I can set like, because if you think about it, Mercado Milo only has 300 followers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And it's just I didn't go on my personal. If I would have gone on my personal, then my goal would have been a little bit more because I have more followers there. Yeah. Mercado Milo is still a baby account.
You can count at least on 2 people to buy, and then you'd be like, okay, and then the blessing would be 1 more, so 3. You know what I mean? You can at least say, oh, for sure 2 people are gonna buy. The blessing would be 1 more.
Okay, well, let's talk about that. Let's go on a quick break and we'll be back, guys. And we are back. So let's talk about that, overshooting, right? Or underestimating.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I feel like maybe because I know que if I say I'm going to sell 5 boxes and I don't.
Yeah.
And if I only sell 2, I'm really going to be like, damn. And I'm not going to want to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Pero, like, no te da como cosa de decir, like, all right, if I only sold 2, but I said I wanted to sell 4, I'm going to hop in again later on during the week so I can make that happen.
That could be another way to look at it, yeah. But I also know that, like, I guess I take into account, like, the... like little other things. Like I know if like for example, like I said, Mercado Milo to me is like a baby account, you know. It doesn't have that many followers, and a lot of those followers, dude, are from like 2020.
Yeah,
you know, since I started picking it up, it probably gained like, I don't know, maybe 30 followers since November that I started doing it again. So I feel like 13 are freshly new and the rest are super old followers, you know. So that's why I was like, it only has like 300 and something. And then I'm like, I'm going to go live my first time. Yeah. Maybe because I was also nervous.
I know, I could tell that you were so nervous. I was
also nervous. So I'm just like, that's why I was like, okay, my goal is to get a follower and then a box. Yeah. Just to sell a box. And then just to put it, the goal was to put Mercado Milo out there on Instagram on a live, right? So I'm like, if I do it weekly, then maybe it'll be more of like a consistent thing, and then my goal would be higher, you know, like, but like, for example,
hire your sister.
Like, no, yes, girl, yes.
Take over.
No, she won't do the live.
No.
But she enjoys doing like the...
being al lado de ti. And
behind the camera, and cause she's like very organized, so she was in the live the whole time. So every time we'll send a message, she would like, this was all full of candies. Yeah. Like all of it. And she was on the floor, and then I had boxes under the table. And so I think like she enjoys putting everything together, you know? And the only thing, like yours is missing tissue paper.
Oh, yeah, because she had already organized
it. So I was like, I'm not going to ask her to do it again, you know? So I was like, whatever. It was yours and Beatrice.
Those 2 people.
The first 2 people, yeah. So then, but my thing is like, I feel like, okay, if I do it again Thursday, I might not sell 11 boxes. I feel like, okay, it's one of those, it was the first time, so I got lucky.
Yeah, you know? It's got to be every other week, because I'm not gonna finish this in like 1 week.
Yeah, so you think I should go live every other week? Yes. So maybe skip this week and then go live next week. Well, I think I might just do that then. And it'll give me time to chill too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun though. It was really fun. At some point we did 3. Were you off when I did 3 boxes at the same time?
Yeah, I was off.
Yeah, I did 3 boxes at the same time. But the thing is, guys, since I did the live, I threw in a lot of extra candies in there, you know. And when you buy the regular box, like, that's not the case.
It's what that is,
you get what it is, like, you know. And so, yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed showing you guys, like, all the different flavors, because it's always going to be different.
Yeah.
It's never going to be the same. Like,
yeah, that's what we want.
Yeah, no, like...
variety.
The chips, I feel like the muecas, I normally have all of them. And this time, I didn't have all of them. Like, I only had... I think it's, like... 8 of them, and I only had like 6. Me faltaban como 2. And then there's more Mexican candies that I find and that I see that I'm just like, I want that one. Like, I want to get that candy, but wherever Roland's parents buy from, a veces no los tienen. Como las cachetadas. Do you remember those? The ones that...
the long ones, and the ones you have to roll up.
Yeah. Like, they don't sell them. When I first started Mercado Milo, I was like, I want those. Right? I know. I was looking for them. Yeah. I was like, I want these. I'm like, do you remember? He's like, nah. Like, I guess he didn't grow up on them. And I'm like... man, so then I made Roland stop at a random ass dulceria
in Mexico,
and he was so scared. He's like, I don't know where the hell these, like, I don't know these people, like, you know, we're pulling up, and you know, and I'm like, I don't care, let's just go for the down.
I don't care if you die for that.
I was like, let's just go check it out, you know. And I found it at that random store, and now I do see them more. I think where his parents are from, but I don't like those porque they get sticky.
Okay.
Y no me gusta que tengan... I like the candies to be clean. I don't like que
se pega el papel o se te pega en las manos.
Yeah, or whenever you grab a candy, you're like, ugh, like, I hate that. Like, I hate it. So then... And then the bubaloos, They have like a banana flavor. I know, girl.
What? My mom loves bubalus.
Really?
Yeah.
So I have 4 flavors, and there's the banana one. There's a sour one.
What?
There's like so many flavors that I'm just like, okay.
I only thought they only had like the fresa one, the one that the normal.
There's the tutti frutti. Open your box really quick. There's this one. Look, I'm gonna show you.
Ay, ni me lo pusiste.
Sí.
Oh yeah.
It's this piña chamoy.
Oh what? That's crazy.
Yeah. So it's just like, I don't know. And then like the paletas estas también tienen una que es de sandía con tamarindo, but I grabbed the mango one instead. So and then the cajita that you're like, oh, I really want to try.
Yeah.
That one.
That's mango.
Yeah, I have the original. Well, I don't have it no more. It's sold.
Yeah.
That was like, porque se parece Maruchan. So it sold really quick.
Oh, it's a little Maruchan cup
parece
looking.
Como Maruchan. Ajá, because you know, se parece Maruchan.
Yeah.
Como, pero si fuera como que de chile y limón or something, right? The other one is white. Yeah.
So that's when it sold really quick.
Yeah, and then it was funny because...
But it's better? It tastes better?
That one I didn't taste. Milo did. He liked it. There's a paleta in there that only the first 6 people who bought got, which is the paleta de fresa I think you got.
Yeah.
Que es la paleta de fresa con el polvo, right?
Yeah.
So that one, I only had 6. And then I was doing 3 boxes, so me quedaban 2. And then
At the same time, so what did you do?
So I said, I said, la que conteste primero, agarra el sabor. Oh, no, me quedaban 3 paletas. Pero me quedaban 2 de mango y una de sandía. Oh, no, sorry. I'm lying. I had 4 left, but I only had 2 of each flavor, which was 2 mango, 2 sandía. And I said, and it was 3 people. And the 3 girls kept ordering the same thing.
Like they had the same taste buds.
Yeah. And they were like, oh, twins, right? So I'm like, okay, the first ones to answer the flavor are the ones that are going to get it. The last one's going to get the last option, right?
Yeah.
And
it was
it was mango or sandía. Yeah. The flavors are good regardless, right?
But I would just automatically think like ew caca, you know, like if I get the one that I didn't want.
Yeah. Imagine if it was the tamarindo, like, porque I had the paleta de tamarindo. Yeah. I just didn't have it in the live porque ya estaban en otras cajas, right?
Yeah.
So it ended up being like mango, and then mango. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I was like, Jackie, my girl from Semillas, I was like, I'm so sorry, Jackie. I'm like, I'm gonna have to give you sandía, you know? But it's sandía. It was still good, you know? I'm surprised that everybody was doing mango. But I was brainstorming with Roland, and I was like, I need to do an all sandía flavor, an all mango flavor, an all spicy, and a kid-friendly box.
That would be good.
You know, and then a regular curated box.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I need to do the mango and the sandía. I really, really need more candy that
que sea de eso.
Que sea de eso, yes, to make it worth the $15. You know. And but yeah, honestly, it was really fun. So I appreciate you for joining, and I'm glad you were the first one to buy because I was so nervous. So you kind of gave me the practice, kind of, because again, I had never done that, you know. But yeah, it was funny. But with that being said, how is your business? How is everything going?
Good, it runs itself.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And how are you feeling towards, we're about to get into the summer, and you're going to go into like...
So low-key now that I do 7 haircuts and I'm tired. I used to never, I'll be doing like 11, 12, 13 haircuts and I'm good. But el 7th one, I'm like, dang, I'm low-key tired. Like, my back hurts.
Yeah.
I feel like the baby's on my back.
Have you bought the belly support one? It's like a little belt that you put on your belly, and it just goes around your back, and it helps you like with support.
Yeah. No, I haven't.
You should look into it.
Yeah, como una faja kind of looking thing that just like picks up my stomach or something.
It's like to pick it up, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Para que no estés así, porque sí es bastante peso.
Yeah, so
what did Milo say right now? You're like,
oh, Milo was like,
does she have you had a baby, right?
Yeah, does she have a baby? And you kind of answered like, yeah. And she's like, that's crazy.
I know.
He's like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, he was like, I wish my mommy had a baby.
But he's so sweet. But you know what's funny? Like, do you feel now that you're growing a baby inside of you? Do you feel like your body's really doing a lot? I wish I would have appreciated that when I was pregnant. because I never really like took a step back to even appreciate my body like that. You know what I mean?
So I'm not appreciative of it though. I'm more like, ay, mugre cuerpo, get it together, you know? Because it be like when I struggle to get out of bed, like I'm like, oh, that hurts, you know?
Yeah.
Or I don't know why, but my vagina hurts when I get up, like to get out of bed. Like estoy acostada, relaxed, and out of nowhere to get my impulse up, like it hurts down there, and I'm just like, why does it hurt?
Have you told your doctor?
No.
You need to tell your doctor.
Yeah, but it's just like to get myself.
I'm sure it's normal, but
Yeah.
I mean, I would hope it is, right?
Yeah.
The reason I'm saying is because, like, así estaba yo también. Like, I was like, I know I can do more, right? But then now I'm just like, okay, TMI, right? But I got my period yesterday. Hella heavy.
Yeah.
Hella heavy. Like, it was so crazy because I got my period. And yesterday, we were home all day. It was like an all day be with Milo day. Because we were always like, okay, papi, we're going to work. We're going to do this. We're going to do this, you know. And normally he's cool with it. But he's like, oh, it's the weekend, you know.
Milo time.
He's like, it's the weekend. And we're like, okay. So it was just God's way of telling us, okay, Roland's event got canceled. I didn't go to my event. So we literally just stayed home. We were like on the couch basically all day. And
Whatever he wanted to do.
Whatever he wanted to do. But he is también como en una era como que like he's crying a lot. Like he's been crying a lot actually. Like he doesn't understand when we say things like you need to be grateful. You know, remember we had that conversation? Like yesterday he cried because he said that I made him sad. And then it's so funny because he's like super identical to Roland.
Yeah.
When Roland gets mad, I think he said it on Posted. When he gets mad, he tells me he needs time, and I'm just like, no, let's fix it. And he's like, I need time to cool off, right? Milo's the same way.
He's like, I need time, Mom.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you why I'm sad. I'll tell you later.
Yeah. Well, he said he was sad. I made him sad, and then I thought he was over it, right? I forgot why he was even sad. I thought he was over it, and then I told him, oh, come here, because I was gonna give him a hug, and he's just like, he ignored me. And I'm like, okay, you're making me sad, you know? And then he's like, no, you made me sad first. And he started crying. And Ronnie's like, go to your room and come back when you're done. He never came back. So then I called him.
Or what?
So then I called him. And then he's like, se ha quedado dormido, because he's like
crying and then just falls asleep.
Yeah. And I'm just like, okay, maybe he was just tired. And then he comes back. Basically, we ended up having a conversation with him. And then he said, can I go back to my room? Because I'm not done crying. Like, and we're like, okay.
That was the first time he said that to you?
That was his way of telling us, like, I still need time.
Yeah. And y'all are talking to me and I'm not ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, go to your room. And I just looked at Ronnie and I'm like, that's all you. Like, y'all take shit too deep, man. Like, just get over it. You know? Like, at least me, I'm just like, all right, let's get back into it. Like, I'm happy again.
Yeah.
You know, it'll take me.
We got that done.
Yeah.
Move on.
I'm just like, I don't have time to waste days, minutes, or energy of my day.
To
like,
be sad.
Staying mad or sad, you know? But no, that's not their case. They
I think
need
that's
their
guys, because I'm like that too.
And Kike's
more so like, I need to be on my head. I'll talk to you whenever I'm cool down and I know what I'm about to say. And I'm not going to hurt you while I'm saying it, you know? Stuff like that. Or like, give me some time to process it.
Okay, you're making me uncomfortable.
Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, just pick up your socks, dude. No, actually, he's super clean. But like little things like that I'm just like, okay, dude, calm down. No es para tanto de que ya.
Yeah.
I'm going to be on my head all day and then I'll talk to you tonight. You know,
yeah, that's too funny. No, so yeah, that happened yesterday. But then it was a good day. Roland and him ended up, this is a TMI part, because him and Roland ended up playing Luigi's Mansion and they finished the game, right? Mm-hmm. So it took him, I don't even know, like maybe 2 hours to finish the game. Mm-hmm. So I was just there watching. I ended up knocking out. And dude, I woke up, estaba like...
Cramping?
No, I woke up because they finished the game. So we're like, okay, let's make a cake. So we made a cake, right? Mm-hmm. We were about to make a cake. Girl, I felt like I was wet, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, what the heck? So I go to the restroom, dude. Llena, like, in the 2 hours that I napped.
What?
Like, I was like, it was like a lot. I'm like, what the fuck? So then I ended
up...
Like,
even what you were wearing was stained?
Yeah, my underwear was stained. My I was wearing shorts, and I'm just like, what the heck? But it was black shorts and it was a black underwear, so it's not like you could. Yeah, no se miraba. Pero mis legs estaban manchadas. Like I'm just like, oh my god. Pero no me levanté como crampy, like
you didn't have like un aviso that you might be getting it.
Yeah, well, no, I was already on my period.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I woke up like at 7 a.m, and I'm just like, I'm about to get my period. I just felt it, like it was God ways of like get up and go to the restroom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right. So then I did at 7 a.m. I ended up showering and then I laid back down. But in the evening is when that happened. I'm just like, what the heck, So it was really heavy. Like, I don't know.
De los meses que no te han dado.
No. I've been getting it every month. Wow. That's the thing. So like, I'm not exactly on the dot, right? But I've been getting it for sure. Month. Let's say every 4 to 5 weeks, I'm getting my period, right? So that's really good because I'm trying to regulate, right? But yeah. So then I told Roland in la tarde, Milo knocked out already by like 9 something. He was already out. Me and Roland ended up starting to watch Star Wars, right? Because we're gonna go to Universal and Disney, so we kind of want to like get into it. And then I was like, I was laying down. I'm like, I don't know why I'm so tired. He's like, I don't know. You took a nap, so I don't see why you would be. And then I'm just like, you know what? I'm on my period. I'm like, if I literally stepped out of my body and saw what my body was doing, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And then, so that's what I'm saying for you. Like, if you stepped out of your body and you could see just
look at the things that
like
it's
your
doing.
Veins, your everything that your body is doing just to produce, like to help your baby grow.
Yeah.
Like,
so that's one thing that en la noche, like, I sometimes wake up on my back and I freak out. I'm like, oh, I was on my back, because supposedly like you're not supposed to sleep on your back.
Así para arriba?
Yeah.
So how are you supposed to sleep?
On your side, because you're like, it's like it increases the chances for you to have a stillbirth, because you're blocking the oxygen ways to your baby. Like all your like main arteries are in your, I think, right side of your body. So you're supposed to sleep on your left side mainly, not so much your right side, because you have your main arteries that you're giving blood to your baby, and
I'm
oxygen.
To sleep on my left side.
You're supposed to sleep on your right side so you can on your left side so you can have your right side exposed. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so when I wake up and I'm laying on my back, I'm like, oh, baby, move. Like, did I like completely stop your oxygen,
Oh my God. That's so crazy. I had no idea that was even a thing. The more you know, right? Because that's so crazy.
Yeah, you're not supposed to sleep on your back.
So so that's what I was asking, like...
Or like me acuesto del lado that I know where she's at, because she moves on that side. Y me acuesto on that side, and I feel her move a little bit. I'm like, oh snap, like I'm squeezing the hell out of her probably, and she's trying to...
Which is probably not even the case.
Yeah. Yeah, she's trying to move, so I would just like turn over. But it's so uncomfortable to even move while you're in bed. Like... Yeah. Like you're like, like pesa todo, te duele todo.
And from going from right to left, it's like a whole turn.
Yeah, it's chores. Yeah. And then I have to bring my pillow with me. It's not just me. I have to bring the pillow that I hug.
Yeah, that's crazy because...
So it's almost like I'm not like appreciative almost. I'm more so like, ay, mugre cuerpo, like get it together.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you should be more appreciative. Because imagine like if thanks to your body you're able to grow your baby. Because there is literally women out there that can't. Yeah. Their body just can't handle it. You know what I mean? So my point was, because yesterday I really was like, oh, why am I so tired? And I'm just like, well, shit, like... I'm on my period and it's a heavy day. It's my first day. So, I'm just like, instead of like complaining, I should really be more like, okay, let it just do its thing,
So do you believe that there's women that go through like crazy mood swings whenever they're on their period, and then they like act like total brats with their significant other? Do you believe in that?
I've never done it. But... I've never done it. I don't know if it's like a belief thing, right? But I do realize that now that I'm trying to get pregnant, right? The hormones do play a major factor. Yeah. However, I also do think like it could be a thing where it's seen that, because she's on her period, it's okay to act out. Which I don't think that's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sí siento que hay veces that girls se pasan y andan de chifladas, But then... I don't know. It's so weird because I've never done that. Yeah. I've never used my period as an excuse.
As an excuse as to why you're picking up just like random arguments, and you're like, oh, because I'm on my period, so you should be understanding.
Yeah,
like, it's like so like
I've never done that.
So like, I don't know, se me hace muy chiflada. Like, I have a lot of clients who deal with that with their girls.
Really?
A lot. So they always come and ask me, they're like, please tell me like that the guy is a problem and that they don't understand. And I'm like, I'm sorry to tell you, but
no, she's the problem.
Yeah, like,
yeah, no, I don't think me and Roland have ever argued, and I'm like, I'm on my period, like,
so stop. You get it together and be understanding. Like, what?
Yeah, no, like, no. But don't get me wrong, like, it's not like I'm gonna be on my period and I'm gonna go fucking cut the grass.
Yeah,
obviously not. You know, yeah. I'm not gonna.
I would hope that you're not cutting the grass.
No, I'm not. Yeah, in general, right?
Yeah.
But imagine if it was a thing, like, you know, no, like, or I'm not gonna be like, I'm on my period, I can't wash the dishes. Like,
yeah, no,
like, it's not that deep, you know. At least not my period.
Yeah,
at least
and
not mine.
And I always tell my clients, I understand if your girl is irregular and then that means her hormones are out of whack. You know, like, I would understand if
not even though, because I was irregular, my hormones were out of whack, but I was fucking fine. Like, you know, but again, it's very, very different with everybody. Like, everybody's different in their own ways. However, I do think that there is cases where they are chifladas, you know.
Yeah.
I guess give me an example.
Okay, so the most recent example that I got, right? She just wanted to pick arguments and start acting mad for no reason, over nothing. She just wanted to be mad. She just wanted to be like, I don't feel like talking. Like, that type of energy. Like, I just don't feel like talking. And he'd be on FaceTime with her. And she was just like quiet the whole time. And he's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And she's like, nothing. And she just wanted to be like
a bitch.
Yeah. And then he's like, all right, well, we'll talk later. And she'd be like, without saying love you, without saying nothing. And then later on to come and flip it off and be like, well, you know, I'm on my period. You know, like, bro, no. Like,
that's not an excuse.
Yeah, like,
you can still communicate. Your mouth works.
Yeah.
You know, your brain works, where you can communicate from your brain to your mouth and say, hey, I'm not feeling good. I don't feel like talking. I just need some time.
Yeah. But even that is just like so ugly. Such an ugly attitude to have towards like your significant other, and put him through that, like, to be like, because I'm this next 3 days, get away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, yeah, to an extent, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there is days that I'm just like pensativa, you know. I'm just thinking, but you
communicate that,
yeah,
right?
Or not even that. It's just everyone's like, te siento bien seria, are you okay? And there's days that I'm not even on my period, you know. But it's just, I'm not gonna be like, yeah. And if I was on my period, I wouldn't be like, yeah, I'm on my period, that's why I'm like this. Like, no, what the fuck? Like,
yeah,
you know. No, I don't think, but I do know people that do that.
Yeah.
However, I do see, like, my mom, for example, I know when she gets her period, like, she gets like the worst cramps. Like, sometimes she can't even get out of bed. You know what I mean? So I might put her in a mood, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't see that. I don't think I've ever seen my mom use her period as a...
And I feel like whenever people act like that, that's truly who they are. Like, así son esas personas, like...
The chifladas.
Yeah. Of attention seeking, and then...
That's what it is. That's what I was going to say.
Attention
seeking, yeah.
Yeah, like, that's how they are, like... And they're just using the excuse to really embrace how they really are. You know, they're using, like, my period so they can really embrace how attention-seeking they are. Getting, like...
That's because I'm on my period, it should be okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Almost like you have to be after them. Like, my client told me, I'm not talking to her right now. It was, like, 6 hours that I hadn't talked. And I was like, good. Then don't reach out to her. Like, don't reach out to her. Let her reach out to you, because she's being a brat, you know?
Yeah. Damn, you'll be hearing, making these guys really second guess themselves.
I'm like, good. Porque, like, the way that I kind of understand men, I understand women, you know? And I'm just like, no, dude, that's not right. And you shouldn't be like, that's what women want. They want to be chased all the time. Yeah. They want to feel like, oh, he want me. Oh, yeah, I didn't talk to him for 6 hours and he still came to me. Yeah. You know, and diminish men's egos, you know. And I know ego's not good, but to a certain extent, they need one. They're men. They need an ego. They need to be able to have that ego so that they can, when time's right and when it's needed, they come out with all the ego for the family. Right? They come through with it.
Yeah, they come through.
Yeah, so
that's so crazy.
And women want to hurt men's ego so much all the time.
Well, because I feel like it's been all these years, like, thinking
the woman empowerment, the feminist.
Yeah, but because of equality, you know, how men used to just belittle women all the time, right? But with that being said, don't be a chiflada, and we'll be back, guys. And we are back. So we can go ahead and pick a card from here. Let's see. You can just do a family one. You can read yours.
What family member outside your immediate family impacted you the most?
Oh, I think we talked about that one.
We did?
Yeah. I want to say I had picked like Tío Sergio.
Okay, yeah, he's not your immediate family.
Yeah, no, he's not immediate. And I think you had said, I don't know who you said.
I think for me it's probably like the lady who taught me how to cut hair, Aurora. She's not like my family at all. But I think she impacted me the most.
Yeah, I think we talked about that one. Whose marriage do you most consider to be a model marriage, and why?
So it would be the Quevedo family, for sure.
It's like a church family?
Why? I don't know. They're just so cool. Like, they have like, I think, 7 kids.
Holy crap.
And she's pregnant right now.
Oh my God. So she has her 8th baby on the way?
Yeah, but they lost one. So, but 9. She had, 8, but they lost one. So right now I think she's delivering the 7th one that's alive. But it was 8 pregnancies. That's what I think it is. And dude, I just like, they're so cool. You know, they drink, they have fun, but they're so loyal to the faith, and she's a homeschool mom. You know, like, it's like picture perfect. They live in a beautiful 4-acre home outside of Houston. It's like in Conroe or something.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and just their vibe is everything. And cuando me siento a platicar con ellos, they have really good advice to give. I used to cut their hair, but it's just too many of them already that they're like, they need a budget, and then they have to drive all the way to Webster from Conroe. That's too much.
Yeah, that's too far.
That's like literally a road trip. So, and now I just go visit them, or I keep in touch with them, invite them to hang out. Pero yeah, los admiro mucho. For me, that's like an ideal family. They're probably like mid-30s. Yeah, maybe mid-30s, maybe. And you know, like, él está enfermo, like he struggles with diabetes. And so the way she takes care of him, you know, because obviously she wants him to still be around for a long time, and it's everything. I'm just like, wow. And despite, you know, their struggles, they have a beautiful home. She doesn't work. She went to school to become a, what's it called? Accounting. But she wants to be a mom. Yeah.
That sounds like a beautiful family.
So one day I went to visit them. And obviously the kids are home.
Yeah.
It was in the morning and the kids are home. And when I walked in, the 2 oldest ones estaban barriendo. The little ones were picking up their toys or whatever. And I was talking to the mom while the kids were doing chores. And out of nowhere, the 2 oldest ones were like, can we go play outside? They were not done with their chores. They were just like, can we go play outside, and then we'll come back and finish barrer, right? And the mom was like, yeah, go ahead. So they went outside, and I was like, dude, that's beautiful. You know, like, for the kids to just come and still ask for permission to stop during their chores, and mom to be like, yeah, go. Like, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing either way, and you want to be a kid.
She homeschools all of them?
All of them.
Wow.
I think the oldest one is probably 13. And there's a newborn. There's a one that's probably like about to be a year old, and she's pregnant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn, they stay busy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Pero se le ve una paz, like, this is what she was born for. Se le ve como que lo hace todo con tanto amor, con tanta paciencia. Like, the kids could be like going crazy, like
And she's like cool.
Yeah, she has her composure. If she's talking to you, she's talking to you. If the kids are over there playing, she's not like, oh, hold on, my kid just did this. No, she just looks and she's like, oh, get up. Goes back to her conversation. You know, bien, like, yeah.
Bien chill.
Bien chill.
For me, what was the question again? Oh, whose marriage do you consider to be a model marriage and why? For me, I want to say that a model marriage that literally, when I read it, the first couple that came to my mind was Roland's parents. Like, I just feel like, I mean, I've been around them. This year is going to be 14 years that I've been around them, you know? So I met them when I was pretty young, you know? But they always gave me the very comforting and family vibes, you know? I remember, like, it would be, like, as a married couple, I remember I've only seen Roland's dad 14 years, guys.
Oh, yeah, that little problem that they had?
No, I've only seen them, I've only seen his dad, like, upset or mad, like, 3 times.
Oh, wow.
In 14 years. I've seen his mom mad, you know, but...
More, yeah.
Yeah, but, like, the way... Just to talk about them, right? The way they parented the boys, like, I really loved.
Yeah.
You know, they give great advice, you know, for the most part, you know. At least for me and Roland. As a couple, I know that his parents have given us great advice. I remember one time me and Roland were arguing. And we were in their house, and we were boyfriend and girlfriend. And his dad knocked on our door, on Roland's storeroom, and he walked in and he sat down and he started talking to us, like, and telling Roland, like, you need to control your temper, you know, like, this is not how you treat a girl, blah, 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 you know. Super chill, you know. I mean, he was drinking,
not holding a grudge against you or him, just coming
neutral,
in there
talking to us at, like, you know. But I want to say that they probably heard us arguing in the room, and maybe his mom sent him in and to go talk to them or something. I don't know.
Maybe she didn't. She's like, están peleando, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna put myself in there.
Like that, right? But también I've seen them go, like, had like an argument, and I've seen them argue and not argued, but I've seen them had, like, differences, you know, and how they were able to overcome that. I see how they have, like, God's, like, the biggest factor in their lives, you know, and in their marriage. It's one of those regular Hispanic households where she's involved in church and he isn't. Yeah. But he'll still go. Yeah. You know, because he knows that that's what makes her happy. You know what I mean? He hadn't confessed in years, and he confessed for our wedding so he could go up there and get the body of Christ. Yeah. So then just little things like that, you know. Recently, I was talking to Roland's mom, and she was telling me they have another house, right? Their original house, and then they bought the ranchito, right? And she's like that. He was like, oh, I'm so sorry that I made you move over here. I never even thought that you were, because it was hard for her to move from her house, you know, because she's like, her kids grew up there, you know, and then, so she ended up moving to the ranchito. Right now they live there. They've been there for like almost 4 or 5 years. So recently she told me that he told her, I never even realized that you were sacrificing so much leaving your house so you can come to my house just so I can be out here with the animals and just here, you know. But they're so into their relationship, like I don't even know.
Se cuidan.
Yeah, they've been together. Roland's 31. They've been together, I don't know, 33 years, you know, or I don't know what. Their anniversary is coming up. But my thing is like, even though after all these years, like, they still have great communication, like, they care for each other. Like, my mother-in-law will take care of Roland's dad. How you said the lady was taking care of her husband, she'll take care of this man, like, hardcore. Like, she like, you can't drink, but he'll still drink. And then she gets mad, like, all right, well, I'm not gonna take care of you anymore. But she still takes care of him. She'll be like, you still gotta take this medicine, you gotta take this injection, or whatever the case is. And whenever she's the one who's sick, it's the same thing. Like, he takes care of her. Like, he'll go get her caldo, he'll go get her whatever she needs.
No te lo puedo cocinar, pero I could go get it for you.
Or whatever she needs, he's there. And I can see how he's played a good husband and in a good father role for the kids, for the boys, you know, because I can see
cómo se trata una mujer.
Yeah, but because I can see how Roland is just as caring as his dad is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the way his dad no baja su mom de reina, like, you know, and it's so crazy. Like, he does everything for her and vice versa. No. Oh. No, like he's always saying, oh, mi reina, or, you know, stuff like that. And me and my sister-in-laws, he calls us like princess, right? But anyways, yeah, like I just admire their marriage. I've always admired it. And for them to be Hispanics, and old school, you know, like that. Because I remember too, whenever me and Berlin
do you kind of want to be old school?
Me? I think there's things that can be, and there's things that shouldn't be. Yeah. You know, because I remember one time, I would go out a lot, right? And we were already married. And then I think he made a comment or something. Mind you, my father-in-law never gets involved. But we just me and him have that relationship, right? He's like a dad, you know. He's like a dad to me. And then I remember one time he made a comment like, oh, I don't think you're married now. I don't think you should be going out if it's not with him, you know. And then his mom jumped in and she's like, no, that was back in the day. Yeah. Time changes. When they met, she was going out, and she's more than welcome to still go out if he wants to be an aburrido and doesn't want to. Yeah. You know, there's no reason why she should be staying home. Like, you know, little things like that. Like, he could still be old school and she could be like open-minded. Yeah. But like that was an example that I remember. And
you're like, I'm glad I didn't have to say it.
Yeah, no. I mean, I would have, right? Yeah. But yeah, she was like, no. Because it was like, it shouldn't be an issue because it's new time. It's a new era. I do think there's things like, I wish people took marriage just as serious as as I did. I took marriage so serious, like, you know.
I think you do take it.
I still take it serious. Like, I don't think marriage is like a fucking piece of paper. How people visualize it and think that's what it is.
It's a lot of sacrifice.
It's, to me, it's just like, nah, baby girl. Like, if you're getting married, like, it's not just because you want a ring on your finger. It's way more than that. Like, way more than that. You got to put your pride to the side. Yeah. That's one of the biggest things that you're going to learn in marriage. Yeah, sacrificing.
You can't think about yourself anymore. Like, you have to think about the other first before you think about you.
Yeah. So, it's just like, for me, is when I see somebody like, oh, I'm going to get married or I'm going to propose. And in my head, I just don't think there is their time. I do a quick prayer for them in my head because I'm just like, I don't think you should.
Como que no estás preparado.
Yeah, because it's just like, do you really know what it takes to be married? You know what I mean?
And I think that goes to the people. Honestly, we had a lot of people say that the first year or 2 years of marriage is going to be the hardest. Yes. And that's not the case for me and Kike. Like, we have a beautiful marriage, you know. So I'm like, it's the people who didn't know what they were stepping into, who were not ready to sacrifice.
Well, no, I think for me and Roland, for us, the first year was...
Well, because you guys didn't live alone. You guys lived
we didn't. Yeah, we didn't live alone. But it was... I feel like our first year was hard. And we had, again, you and Kike never lived together either. Yeah. But we never lived together either, you know. So I just feel like for us, it was hard. But I also think it was because... a lot of other things played into account. Everybody's marriage is different, you know.
You weren't counting for the problems that were arising. Like, you were not counting on some of the problems that came.
I feel I was mentally prepared to be married. I was mature. I was willing. Roland became my all once I got married, you know. I don't think I became his. And I think that's where the problem... I don't think maybe mentally he maybe might have not been ready, you know. And I don't feel I became his all when we got married. So I think that's another thing. Like, whenever you
both have to be able to
be ready to become each other's all. Like, that's your everything there. Now you ask me, I know I'm his all, you know, and vice versa. Like, he's my everything, right? But I feel like you also have to learn that. You know, but you can't learn that as boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, you have to live together.
You have to live together. Yeah. So it's a very hard thing. And I don't hate it, but I really wish, like, that's one of the old school things that I wish was taken more seriously. Marriage. Like, I wish it wasn't like a, oh, whatever thing. Yeah. You know, I just wish it was more of like, I wish it was more praised upon. Yeah. You know, like, you want to get married. You deserve that. You deserve to share that with God. You deserve to welcome that
to feel that you're all for somebody.
Yeah. And it shouldn't.
And it doesn't mean
that because you're not married, you're not somebody's everything. No, yeah, of course not. But it's just like that extra commitment. Like you're committing to somebody for the rest of your life. Like it's a big commitment, and it's a commitment that should be taken to the key.
Like I know a lot of people who live together and they don't share a lot of things because they don't feel like they're a covenant. Like they don't feel like they're...
What do you mean they don't share a lot of things?
Yeah, like they don't share their finances.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Like they live together but they won't share their finances. They go 50-50, you know, and I'm just like, that's like, you guys think that's not marriage, you know? Like a marriage is not 50-50. A marriage is like 100 and 100, everything percent, you know? And you don't gatekeep. There's no gatekeeping, and in a lot of couples that live together, they think like, oh, we don't have to get married porque we already live together. And it's like, no,
it's just a piece of paper.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, but you need that covenant, that 100%, that, okay, we're all in, the not gatekeeping, because...
But they might think, I don't need to be married, have a ring on my finger for that. Yeah. Right? But in reality, it's just like, I don't know, it's like, okay, like your first communion, or if you're a different religion, like you are, what is it? I think, I don't know what the word is, like when there's a different religion and it's getting baptized, but they call it something else. You're dedicating your life to God. Yeah. Right? I think that's what they call it, like dedication or something like that.
It's the dedication you're giving to your wife or to your
so your partner. To me, I just wish marriage was still like was still taken just as serious.
And the thing is, like, you need witnesses. That witness that you guys are the ones. You know what I mean? Like, who's there to... When you're just together, nobody's out here saying, like, oh, we've witnessed that they will be together for the rest of their lives. When you have people sitting in benches or sitting wherever looking at you, promising to this person, it's like there's witnesses that you are their one. And that means a lot, you know? Like, there's people that you love and cherish that are looking at you promise your life to this other person that you're in love with. And that means a lot, aside from the spiritual, you know?
Yeah. No, yeah. I think that's one of the old school things that I would want to... that I think I'm like old school about. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't care if you're married or not. You know, I know I'm happy I am, you know, and I'm not saying my marriage is perfect, because it's not, you know, but I am gonna say, like, there is no other person like in the world that I can think that is not my match like Roland is. You know, because me and him literally share everything, guys. Like, you know, it's crazy, because even on Posted, they know if they tell him something, like Rob's like, oh, something I'm gonna tell him, but he's like, but I know you're gonna tell her, you know, like he knows that Roland's gonna end up telling me, you know. Or I think we've said it on here before, like whenever you see like young couples like bash on each other for fun, like I just, that's another old school thing in me too. Like I can't don't get me wrong, guys, I'll bash Roland and be like, damn, why are you still eating, or something like that, but I'm never gonna bash him like hurtfully in front of somebody
where
else.
You know, like, bro, you don't say that.
Or like, I'm not gonna
like, eso no se dice.
I'm not gonna purposely make him the reason for people to laugh. ¿Sí me entiendes cómo?
Or for him to resent you. Like, why would you say that? You know, like, if
I ever do, it's not on purpose.
And he'll tell you, and you'll be like, dang, my bad, like, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean for me to hurt your feelings while we were you thought y'all were just having a good time, right? That's the worst. Like, que te diga, like, bro, like, I don't appreciate you talking like that. Like, I know you think it's funny, but to me it's not. You know, like,
why, Kikis told you that?
No, but that would break my heart. I would feel like the worst person ever.
It's just like, damn. But no, me and him are really big on that. When I don't know when it started, honestly. I don't know how, or maybe just we because saw other couples, I think we saw it and we're just like, we don't want that.
And even you feel uncomfortable when they're oversharing. Like, you feel like, well, that's a personal joke, you know, like whenever couples are saying a joke, but it's like, dude, I would never say that about my man, you know. Or like, I wouldn't say that about my woman. Like, and then she thinks,
and the thing was, like, too,
what?
recently we were somewhere, right? And this
y'all weren't at the event where I wasn't invited and all posted. Was it not that one?
It was not that event, but okay.
Not that event.
If you want to talk about it. So basically, you know, I guess because you're pregnant and it was a bar.
Yeah, I was like, what am I going to be doing there? Dude?
Yeah, I know. I told Rob, I'm like, damn, you didn't invite Alondra. He's like, don't tell her. And I'm just like, he's like, it's because she's pregnant. I was like, bro, it's not like she would have came. Yeah. Like, it's fine.
I would have been like, have fun.
Yeah,
you know?
She would have been like, y'all are good. Like, you know. But no, it wasn't that event. We were at somewhere, me and Roland, and it wasn't this weekend, actually. It was not this weekend. And the girl, we were hanging out with like a couple, right? And the girl was like bashing the guy. And the guy was not even there. The guy was in the restroom. Like, she was talking shit about the guy.
Y cuando llegó, it was like nothing. She never said anything.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
She was like, haha, we were just talking about you, babe. Nothing like that?
No, nothing.
What?
Yeah, no. And
that's crazy.
I don't want to say names because it's like family, right?
Yeah.
That happened with. It was family. So, but yeah, it was just like, it was a group of us, right? And the guy walks away, goes to the restroom, and the girl stays talking shit about the guy. And then I was just like there laughing because I thought it was fucking funny that what she was saying, you know? And when the guy came back, like nothing. And then when me and Roland left, he's like, don't you ever do that to me. Because this man just looked fucking dumb.
Yeah. But like she could have been like, oh, I just told them this about you.
Yeah.
You know? And like, then he would have been in the loop. But he's looking dumb.
Yeah.
He went home looking completely dumb.
Yeah. So he's like, don't you ever do that to me. And I'm like, I would never. And I've never done that either, you know? I'm like, that's wild. Like, that's the type of thing, you know? And this was a married couple too. Pa acabarla. Like they're married, you know. So yeah, I don't know. It was one of those like, oh wow, a reminder, you know, not to do that. Even if it's just joking, like again, to me it's just like I never want Roland to be the joke. Yeah. Of the night. Like fuck that. Like you're not gonna laugh at my man. Like
I do have like actually a client that whenever he tells me whenever she's drunk, that's all she does. Just joke about her man. With like everyone, that's all she's like, oh, there you go again, and throwing just jokes. And he's looked at her like, bro, stop, like don't make me the highlight of the night that I'm a joke or like I'm a clown, you know.
Oh, that's so
but
sad.
That's why he doesn't like to take her with him to like get-togethers and stuff, because she just starts poniéndose pesada con él. Yeah, but she thinks she's funny. No, yeah, they're young. They're like 25.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then, but he's told her like, dude, no, don't be like, pulled her to her side while she's drunk and told her like, chill out on me, you know.
I think one of the most chillest drunks I've seen is my brother-in-law Lego. I've seen him like drink and he's just chilling. Yeah, like it's so crazy to me, like, you know. Yeah. I don't even know why I said that. I don't know why he just came to my mind actually. But yeah, like. It's crazy. I think, it's the age, you know, that you're in. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've seen my little brother-in-law, Rai, get drunk and try to bash on Roland. And then it's just like, it's just, nobody laughs. Yeah. Because it's just like, I just feel like Roland is the type to never bash on people. Yeah. So it's like, you're not going to come and bash him, you know, which is one of those things. It's like, you give the respect you want to be given. Yeah. You know, and I think that's another reason why too. I'm just like, I appreciate that, you know. Yeah. But yeah, I don't even know. Oh, we went from marriage to that, right? Yes. Yeah. But with that being said, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow. Make sure you stay up to date. Go follow AI Mas if you don't. Follow Mercado Milo. Follow at Fades if you want to go get a fade for your boy or your kids. Other than that, we'll see y'all next week.
Bye. Peace.